about Revelations, you know what I'm saying? Revelations 12. You know what I mean? At birth, I was given the name.
Peace. Here we go. Another day from the desk of Apacolips, Dogs to God's Entertainment, with a quick word of reflection, a quick word of inspiration, inshallah, with the help of Almighty God Allah. You know, I think the thoughts that were on my mind this morning led me right back to this book right here, Walking the Road to Recovery, 9 Steps in Motion. Step 8, know where you're going. Step 8 starts like this. This is a great time to really look within yourself to identify with where you would like to end up as a result of starting this walk to recovery. This step is like putting a 2,000-piece puzzle together. It's nothing special about the number 2,000. I was just reflecting on how I used to feel emptying the box of a 2,000-piece puzzle on the table. Where do I start? I don't know about you, but the picture on the box was always where I started. It was something about having the picture of the end result in my head that eased my mind towards having to deal with all of these pieces on the table. Another key for me was to get as much of the border done as possible. For me, knowing that if the back of the piece was straight, then it had to be a part of the border. What's my point in all of this? Picture yourself in the position, in the life you are striving for. For me, that was a drug-free, responsible family man, a drug-free businessman, a successful drug-free musician and artist, and much, much more. You know, I'm going to stop right there because, I want you to get the book. To be perfectly honest, whether you're on drugs or not, it's a good, I believe that it's a good thing to study because it really shows from trial to triumph. It really shows a situation that started out dark and gloomy and, you know what I mean? like I said, we are referred to as past praying for. You know what I'm saying? So, and then some of the things that we mentioned that we desire in the process of starting the journey, starting the walk, starting the road to recovery, Allah has blessed us, is blessing us to manifest some of these things. But the key is knowing where you're going. The key is painting that big picture, seeing that big picture, and reflecting on that big picture, and then imagining that big picture, and then how does it feel? See, I can go in my mind, I can go inside my own mind, and I can imagine how it's going to feel to reach this destination. Then I can embrace that feeling. I can feed that. It reminds me of a situation at Union Temple Baptist Church where Deacon Julius Jackson, Allah rest his soul, he was a sponsor for a lot of different people, and he was real open and loved to testify about where Allah brought him from. And one day he was standing in front of the church. He was testifying, and he said, "It's been 15 years since I drugged or drank." And at that moment, the congregation went crazy. They was cheering and going crazy. You know, the organ started doing it. You know how it go, right? And so I was feeling it. Now, unfortunately, the night before, I had been lacing PCP joints with crack, and you know what I mean. So I was hanging over, basically. But at that time, while the congregation was going crazy, and I looked at Brother Jack, and I was feeling pretty good for Brother Jack. And then for a split second, I saw myself where Brother Jack was standing. You know what I'm saying? And while the congregation were applauding and all of that, and I was standing there where Brother Jack was standing, it felt so good for the people to be clapping for me like that. Okay, you know, and I snapped out of it or what have you, and I was right back there in my seat, and I was clapping too, right? However, my imagination kicked in. I was like, wow, that felt good, man. It felt good to have these people clapping for me like that, right? Woo, wait. And so, and that was my words to myself. That was my thoughts to myself. Man, I want that feeling again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm on my way. I'm on my way to be able to say, it's been 15 years since I drove a train, right? And so, you know, I didn't stop right away, but my mind continuously would go back to that feeling over time. It was just a matter of time. You know what I mean? And so, knowing where you go, but being able to paint that picture, being able to see it like that. Oh, wow. That felt good. That was my first time in a long time seeing myself, you know, clean, you know what I mean? So, but we embraced it, man. You know, and I remember running. I used to be afraid to go next to Brother Jack because I felt like he knew something. And so after about 3 years clean, you know, I went up to Brother Jack and I told him about that experience. You know, I felt strong enough to just, you know, approach him at that time, right? And I told him about that experience. I told him, man, you know what I mean? I loved it so much, man. I said, that's what I wanted to be. I want to be able to say I want to. And that was about 3 years. And I was like, I was afraid to come near you to talk to you about that at all. Of course, you know, speak to Brother Jack or whatever, but to actually come and open up like that, I was afraid. And while I was telling him, he said, I knew you was coming my way, brother. So he already knew, you know what I'm saying? You know, but Brother Jack, he made his transition while I was 6 years in my process, you know what I'm saying? But by the grace of Almighty God, man, we 30 years, man. So we were blessed, man, to hit that 15-year mark. Now, you know what I'm saying, 30-year mark. You know, we doubled the time by the grace of Allah. So it's about painting the picture, and that's where I am today in my life, about more of the journey. Painting pictures, imagining it, and then going to get it. That's our word today from the Dust of Apacolips. You know what I mean? If you're in Chicago, come on over to the foodie spot, 7350 South Stony Island Avenue. And look, I'm going to put the link for the book, Amazon, for the audio book. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put the link in the description so that, you know, if you or if anyone else you want to share with, you know what I mean? Go ahead and cop that, you know what I mean? Make yourself a best-selling author, not the way people do it where you buy that or you, I don't know whatever they do. All right, for real, you dig? All right, enjoy that. Peace.